Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Lasham Daily Briefing for Friday, the 20th of December, 2024. So we're starting here with the synoptic, as per usual. And this is lunchtime yesterday. And I believe you all had a good day's flying yesterday, which is excellent. We'll run that on through midnight last night and into lunchtime today. And we'll just see how this high pressure out in the Atlantic and this series of low pressures to the north of us develop and change round about us. So that's midnight last night. It was lunchtime today. And you can see this occlusion is coming towards our area, is working its way down the country and across the country from northwest to southeast. And that's going to affect our weather late in the day. So moving on, we have the SATPIC, and it was a little bit of cloud cover there, but to the south, we did have clear skies earlier on. It's just gone overcast outside looking at it, and we can see that on the SATPIC there. There's a bit of a sort of grey tinge to the cloud that's moving south. Rain radar is showing a fair bit of rain out to the northwest, and that's on that occlusion, and it's slowly coming our way. And if we run the rain forecast through from 9 o'clock this morning, that's just gone through lunchtime there. And as we get in towards about sort of mid to sort of late afternoon, we can see that rain is with us by that time. So I'm pretty sure we'll be out flying until maybe about 1, 2 o'clock, and we'll just see how it goes from there. So the Odium TAF then looks quite extensive there. They're forecasting 230, 10 knots, greater than 10k visibility with few clouds at 1,800 feet, scattered at 4,500 feet with a 30% chance that between now and 2 o'clock there's light showers and rain with clouds scattered at 1,800 feet, and then temporarily from 2 o'clock through until 8 o'clock this evening, visibility down to about 7k's in rain, broken at 1,600 feet. And the rest of that is pretty much worth ignoring. Farnborough then, they're forecasting 2,408 knots, greater than 10k visibility, with a few at 3,000 feet and a 40% chance after 2 o'clock. The wind going around 230, 15, gusting 25, with visibility down to 7 kilometers and rain. So the common denominator between the two there is there's going to be rain this afternoon. Looking at spot winds then, to the north of us, 1,000-foot wind, 230, 25 knots. To the south of us, 250, 30 knots. And a quick look at windy. They're suggesting that by about 3 o'clock this afternoon, it's going to be 10 knots southwesterly. Local forecast then sort of concurs with that. They're showing sort of 9, 10 knots southwesterly throughout the day, maybe getting up to about 11 knots towards the end of the day. And they're showing the rain starting around about 2 o'clock as well. There's a 70% chance of that happening. GFS are forecasting temperatures to be about 7 centigrade with a dew point down around about 4. And currently we have 2 centigrade outside with the dew point down at freezing. And looking out at the sky outside, this is a view from Alton looking back towards Lasham. You can see some of this low cloud, which is quite recently filled in at low level. Sky sight then, they're showing a little bit of clouds early on with it breaking up at various points during the day. But then from about maybe 1, 2 o'clock this afternoon, a lot of low level stuff. And that'll be associated with that front that's coming our way. And again, if we have a look at top meteo, they're showing blue skies at the moment. And as we run that through from lunchtime to about 1 o'clock, we can see there's a lot of cloud coming in then. This is 1 o'clock this afternoon, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and there's the main sort of low level stuff and rain coming in towards us. So no TAMs then. To the south of us, number 5 is Goodwood. It's the air traffic control hours have changed. 10 is Winchester. There's live firing there. 11, Stonehenge. There's a restricted airspace temporary around there. 12 is Imber, Delta 123 is active. 14 is Larkhill, Delta 125 is active also. And 15 is Butterfield. There's a rat there as well, restricted airspace there. So let's move on then to the local airfield briefing. And we will start with the usual Odium cross section. So we can see this front towards the end of the day. It's showing it being here about 4 o'clock. I think we might see the effects of that a little bit earlier. Some of this towering queue might give a few showers and rain, maybe a little bit of rain, I think. But to begin with, we've got a reasonably nice day with cloud base getting up towards about 2,000 feet, sorry, which should allow us to at least winch launch and perhaps do a little bit of area towing. There's no other warnings today, and the surface winds 230, sort of 12 to going around about 220, 12 knots by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, which will put us on a runway 23 today. So glider bookings, we've got one K21 for instructional flying. There's a K21 booked by club members. There was one on the casual list. There's a K13 allocated to trial lessons, but I don't think there is any today. And of course, there's availability on all the single seaters that you see there, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, and 9. There's 2 people on the casual list and 1 instructor also on the casual list, and the simulator is available as per normal. SPL deadline conversions, as your only church notice today, March 2025 is the suggested deadline by the CAA, even though it is open right up until September. There's one aircraft, it's not scheduled yet, but I'm expecting something through shortly about that. So there's possibly a Beech 200 going out on a maintenance check flight and coming back around about 2 o'clock. But again, we've got no confirmation of that yet. General situation then is there's a high pressure mid-Atlantic and low pressures to the north and west, bringing light southwesterly winds with an approaching occlusion. We'll be operating off runway 23 hard for launching. Cables on the boom to the east. Landing on the 23 grass. It is wet. It's soft to firm. And please land well into the field. Avoid using wheel brake unless absolutely necessary. And try and avoid the south ends of the airfield at runway 05 and runway 34. The thresholds down there are quite saturated. And of course, do not land or taxi on the disused runways, which are shown in red in this picture. So please clean the gliders at the end of the day. And here's the setup. So launch point vehicle will be in the middle of the runway. The club area to the west side, and club winch launching to the east side. That's it from me today. As you can see, I've got Harry with me today, so he'll be helping out at the launch point. Have a great day out there. Thoroughly enjoy yourselves. Have a great time, and please keep it safe.